Hello. Welcome. It's Friday, as usual. As always, we gotta start off. We're gonna use a different character today. That's right, it's not Miku. If you thought it was Miku, then you're wrong. We're playing as Rin. You know, we go in this order, okay? We start from here, we go down. Go up here, then we go down here, and then we go up there, and then down here. So today, it's Rin. Next week is Meiko, and then Len, and then Kaito. That's right, it's fried egg. Anyway, I see Stream Elements is still broken. I can't believe it. It's been so long. Stream Element still has not fixed issues. Anyway, welcome Cozy Sue. Welcome Pamphlo, welcome Slime Molder, welcome Stream Elements, Duck, Deffins, Zoe, Katomi BT, Loafkey, Bob's Not Jack. Yeah, okay. More like Meek them, Meek you. I don't even know. Say happy Amazon Game. Is it Amazon Gaming Week? But the week is almost over. How can they have Amazon Gaming Week start on Friday? That makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. You got an ad for it? I don't know. You're just perpetuating the advertisements, giving them free exposure. You know, because you saw an ad and now everyone knows. It's not called Amazon Gaming Strong. Oh, I see. Like weak, strong. I understand. Weak versus strong. If it was me, I would simply be strong. Unfortunately, I'm not me. Unfortunately, I'm not strong. I'm actually weak. But yeah, it's Friday again. It's good old Friday, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend. Yeah, yesterday we were talking about how Twitch Turbo increased their prices. But then I got an email that was like, "Hey, since you're an existing member of Twitch Turbo, you'll get 3 additional months at the same price before we increase it for you." And I was like, okay, I guess I'll see in 3 months if I still want it. I don't know. Yeah, 3 months. Well, it's not for free. It's 3 months at the same price that it was before they increased the price. But it's like, you know, $11.99 for this. It's a bit much. Doesn't do anything except remove ads. I don't think so. They're not even adding any new functionality. They're just increasing the price for no reason. I mean, probably not for no reason. The reason is that they want more money. Let's see, is that why it's trying to get me to buy Twitch Turbo all of a sudden? Maybe. Possibly. You have a tag next to your name, it gives you emotes. Oh, it gives you, it lets you choose, I think, different colors as well. I don't do that though. There's some stuff, I don't know. Yeah, you can put a tag next to your name. I don't enable that, but you can if you want to. You can put the Prime Gaming badge, you can put the Turbo badge. You can put everything. You get different colors. I think you have different emotes as well. Some of the default emotes are like Turbo only, but like who cares, right? No one uses those emotes. Not me. I don't use those emotes. You get different colors from Prime. Exactly. It's mostly just for the ads. Just because I don't want to see ads. But besides that, there's not much else. I'm sure if you had like a good ad blocker, it's fine. You don't even need it. But, you know, by default, many ad blockers, they don't even work on Twitch. You need a specialized one. But yeah, besides that, not much. Basically the same as always. Same old. I was doing some more programming problems. And actually, one of the ones that I saw, one of the leak code problems I got, is about League of Legends. I was surprised. It was like, okay, given this array of time series, here's a character named Teemo. Teemo applies poison on every hit. The poison lasts a duration specified by an integer. And then if he attacks again, the poison refreshes. Find out how long I forgot the other person's name. Find out how long the opponent is poisoned for, given this input. It's like, what the heck? League of Legends in my programming problem? I don't know if that's true or not, but anyway, now I know Teemo has a poison attack. And the poison timer resets when reapplying poison. Now you know. If you didn't know, now you know. I didn't know he do be poisoning people. It's true. This is one of the things you have to consider. As a software engineer, you have to know Teemo applies poison. And that poison timer reset. Was it medium or hard? It's easy. I've only been doing easy problems. Because, you know, I'm not even good at algorithms. What the heck? Wait, what the frick? That is some weird Joy-Con drift. What the heck was that? Wow. Okay, that's weird. We just talked about Teemo and League of Legends the other day. Now Teemo's back with a vengeance. That is true. We did talk about that. Lead code on stream? I guess I could. I don't know. It's just a bit. I don't know how well I would do when I have to talk. But I guess the point of it is like to get better at interviews, right? So I guess if I streamed it and I explained my thought process, it would kind of be like if I was doing an interview. I could maybe do it. Anyway, I used to, like a long time ago when I used to do these programming problems, I used to not bother with the easy problems because I'm like, oh, there's no way that they would cover this stuff on the interview, because it's like, it's easier, right? You gotta do like a medium problem. But then like I watched a video recently and I was like, okay, here's what you do. Sometimes you just start on the easy problems. Just do a ton of them. And if you spend more than like half an hour and you can't figure it out, just look up the solution and implement it like based on a solution, and you do learn that way. And so I've just been like going through a ton of easy problems. I've probably done like 200 or 300 at this point. And you know, there's a lot of patterns. A lot of them are very similar. And then, you know, you learn how to do things. And then once I start with the medium problems, then they should be slightly easier, probably, maybe, I don't know. Pretend you're mocking. Yeah, I'm programming in Rust on LeetCode. It's a bit weird when we get to the problems about linked lists and stuff like that, because you don't normally see those in Rust. People don't really use linked lists that much, but it's there. I've learned to deal with them in Rust. But yeah, that's it. Like, I could maybe do a programming stream at some point. Maybe, I don't know. Recursively reverse a linked list. That's not hard. That's so easy, guys. Easiest thing ever. What's my favorite data structure? I don't even know. Array. Array is pretty good. Probably one of the best ones out there. Usable in basically every scenario, almost. You can also hash maps. Hash maps are pretty good. They're great, actually. A lot of problems involve hash maps. And one thing I learned recently is a binary heap. I've never used a binary heap in real life until I started doing these problems. Okay, if you want a priority ordered, basically like a queue, I guess, not a queue, whatever. You could use a binary heap. You can pop things off. Log n, that's the complexity right there. Any competitive programming, and did you guys do competitive programming? Does anyone here do that? What do people use instead of linked list? Array. Mostly just arrays. That's it. See, I don't know how to create a good hash algorithm. Is the binary part of that that it uses a binary tree. I don't actually know how binary heap works. I just know that if you need things in a sorted order and you want to pop things off from the front, you can use that. And that's how you do it. That's how you use it. Yeah, they are binary trees. There's a lot of tree-related problems, just like in real life. You know, a lot of problems in real life, they're related to trees. Climate change, that's related to the lack of trees. Everything else. Anyway, I feel like a lot of these things that I'm coding in these exercises are not really relevant to, like, you know, stuff you would actually be doing at a job, like, for real. That's the problem with these things. You can be good at them, but you might not be good at your actual job. You know, you spend all your time on algorithms. You don't actually know, like, everything else. But I don't know. It's not for me. Why does it call it a tree if it branches down? Yeah, that's the messed up part. Most things that describe them, they start with the tree at the top, and the tree grows down. Maybe we're looking at the roots? No, but it's not, though. The top is the root. The bottom are the leaves. That makes no sense. Maybe we're looking at it from a top-down view. From upside down. Maybe we're in Australia. Maybe that's it. All trees in Australia, they're upside down. You guys know this? I knew this. Everyone knows. Every Australian knows this. Not that I'm an Australian, but I do know this. The questions are screening your ability to communicate and think. Yeah, but like, when in a real job are you gonna be like live coding while someone watches, right? Typically, if you're live coding and someone watches, they typically will also be like providing input. You know, they won't be like, I wonder how you do this. You know, if you're doing pair programming, the other person would be like, you know, they would tell you. if they know what to do, they'll tell you. You know, I guess maybe it's simulating you pair programming with someone who doesn't know what they're doing and offers no useful input. But that rarely happens in real life. I'm down for pair programming. I like doing it when we're debugging like an issue and the other person has actual input. Most of the time it's like, if I'm involved in a pair programming thing, I usually have input. I'd say less important to memorize the algorithms and more important to know that they exist. Yeah, but you could look it up. You could look it up on Stack Overflow. I don't know. Maybe just like knowing the data structure. I feel like knowing the data structures is more important than algorithms. Because the algorithms, they come from the data structures. Realizing you can backseat and pair program, you can. This is a music bell. You guys see this this music bell? Where is it? Where's the music bell? I don't even know. I don't even know where I am. Was it this one? That's not this one. Was it? Where am I? The music bell. The music bell. The bell of music. Is it here? No. No. Whatever. We can't find it. I'll try to remember where I was. Okay, we're on page 3. Okay, page 3. The bottom right, that's the musical bell. Algorithms and data structures go hand in hand. They do. But also... whatever. The short answer is if your algorithm is slow, just use binary search. You could use a hash map. Always just use a hash map. Solution, hash map. Let's see, same things. This guy's saying things. You can actually take over when it gets too much. Wait, what? What are you saying? What's the context? Get backseated? That, I don't know. I don't know what the context was. Backseating in pair programming. Isn't that the point of pair programming? Because otherwise, what's the point? You want to get input from other people. Okay, there's a 7 over here. So 3. There's a 6. It goes this way. But anyway, it's pretty fun. The day goes by a lot faster if I'm actually like coding. You know, before I started doing these programming exercises, I would just be like sitting there looking for jobs, not really doing that much. But now I'm occupied. I got stuff to do, I got stuff to think about, and then as soon as I know it, it's already like 5 p.m. and I'm like, oh shoot, it's time to stream. It's good. That's great. Love to program. You guys love to program, I love to program. I'm not programming, I'm like, what am I even doing? What am I even doing with my life? This guy lives to program like some kind of weirdo. Okay, 2, there's a 1, but 6 goes up here. There it is. Yeah, stuff to do. Good old things to occupy your time. And or other hobbies. No, just streaming. My hobbies are programming and streaming. That's it. I guess you could say video games as well, because I play video games on stream, but like I don't play video games off stream. Not that much anyway. So I should probably just lead code when I'm bored and have nothing to do, or don't want to do anything productive. Yeah, you can do that. I would recommend just doing a ton of easy problems. It's like, it's fun, you know, there's progress. You're like, oh shoot, I'm programming, I'm actually getting things done. Instead of like spending half an hour thinking, staring at the screen, being like, what am I even doing? Just do a bunch of easy problems. Yeah, I could do it on stream. It's nice that the annoying part is that like I'm used to using Vim, and although a lot of online editors, they have a Vim mode, they're never like the same. There's always like minor functionality that I'm expecting to be there and it just doesn't work. So like I'll type something and then it'll be like, oh, I'm gonna do this thing, and then I try to do it and it doesn't work. I'm like, man, they didn't even implement it correctly. They don't have macros, they don't have sometimes like deleting in a word doesn't work. It's strange. I mean, it's better than nothing though. They haven't done much programming other than my job in a while. I also haven't really had much like personal projects that I want to work on. I don't know, maybe someday. I applied to another job today. Still have yet to receive a reply from any of them. I think in total I've applied to like 10 or 11 places. I would have expected. I guess it's been like 2 weeks now. This is the 15th day since the layoff. I'm just waiting, just out here waiting. You guys know how it is. Patience. Imagine having patience. Imagine being a doctor and having patience. Couldn't be me. I would never have patience. Because I'm not a doctor. Yeah, it's been 15 days since the incident. Classic incident. Okay, this one goes here. I see patience. I understood that one. That one, understandable. Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, so the 3 can't be here. The 1 literally gotta be here. That goes there, you got this one. That's basically all. Everything that I'm doing. It's just this. Just these things. I started transferring my 401k from my previous my workplace to a Wealthfront Manage IRA account. That's something, right? That's really interesting, right? Yeah, you guys ever transfer 401k to an IRA account? Traditional IRA? I did that. I'm doing it right now. It's wild. It's wild, man. They gotta send a check. You gotta write a check to someone. There's two ways to do it. Okay, people that are not familiar, there's two ways. One is that they send you a check and you have 60 days to deposit in your new account. Or they could do it for you. They'll send the check directly to the other person. And you never have to touch it. Also, welcome Stanley. So I did that. I did the direct transfer. Yeah, you typically you want them to do it for you, because otherwise you could be facing fines and stuff like that if you don't insert it in 60 days. But anyway, besides that, the annoying part is that Fidelity, if your 401k is managed by Fidelity and you want to move it somewhere else, they don't have an online form to do it. You literally have to call them up and like talk to an actual person and tell them that you want to do it. Which is why I'm not transferring my 401k from Fidelity. My previous employer uses a different 401k provider, and they don't require you to call them, so it was much easier. Yeah, boomer company. Fidelity, their UI is so old. It's so old. You gotta call them, you gotta talk to a real person. It's messed up. It's not friendly for people like us. People that don't want to talk on the phone. Yeah, facing fines is not even fine. I don't even know why they call it a fine. In fact, it is not fine at all. It's actually bad. See, why is it that I can never find my eye drops when my eyes are super dry? I don't know. It's always in the last place you look. Okay, 5's gotta be in. Oh, this is just math. This the whole time has just been math. Love when that happens though. Love when it's just math. The 1, you got a 1 right there. The 5's gotta go up. No option but to go up. Like the 1. The 1. You guys remember that commercial? Clear Eyes? Oh, wow. Dry eyes need clear eyes. Hashtag not ad. Not sponsored. That is one of the ads. One of the classic ads. They had like a beach ball. They put a solution on it and then the red went away. They had that guy, right? You guys know that guy? That one actor? I don't know actors, but it's that one guy who has like a bored sounding voice. It's like, wow, clear eyes. Great for your eyes. It is great for your eyes. Is that the brand that you use? Is it good? Would you recommend it? I've actually never had to use eye drops. Oh shoot, wait. that was a 1. Can't believe this. Can't believe they would do this. I never used eye drops. The idea of putting liquid in my eyes besides water just seems weird to me. Even water, right? Even if you put water in your eyes, that feels weird. It's like when you go swimming, right? And then you have like water in your eyes, you're like, what the heck? It feels so weird. It feels so irritating. Also, welcome Hypergoo. See, nope, was referring to that one glasses ad. Clear Eyes has glasses? I don't even know. Look at me with your special eyes. Oh wait, I remember that. I don't remember seeing that ad, but I think I remember Hamflo talking about that ad at some point. Or someone did. Maybe it was Karagi. Someone has talked about that ad before. Their stream. It's how I learn about ads sometimes. When streamers and chat talk about it on stream. Castle? This is a castle? What kind of castle is this? Where is my... Okay, there it is. Oh, there's the castle in the background. It is. Okay, the previous thing, was it this one? Yeah, this is the one with the bell. This was the previous puzzle. There's a bell right there. Dang. See, I have to use them much more when I was a kid. Eye drops? Is it like, I don't know, I don't think my eyes have ever gotten so dry that I'm like, man, I wish I had eye drops. But maybe it's just because I've never had them. Or I've never tried it, so I don't know that eye drops would help. These sorts of things happen sometimes. Look at smashed cake. Yeah, Super Smash Bros. Cake. See, my eyesight suddenly dropped today. I'm like, man, I wish eye drops. I wish this guy drops. You can go buy them. I hate like when I think that I lost something and then I order it online and then I look around later, I'm like, oh shoot, I had it like this whole time. I just couldn't find it. Has this ever happened to you guys? Relatable moment to you guys. Buy stuff that you already had. It doesn't happen that often, but it happens occasionally. Anyway, in case you guys didn't know, life is a bazoo. Life is a bazoo. Sometimes confusing. Yeah, relatable. Relatable. The table can be relayed. I once was super stressed during winter semester. Eyes were dry from the cold. Went to the eye doctor. Your eyesight is fine. Wait, lensless glasses? Is that a real thing? Or do you mean like glasses that just have like the glass in them is not actually enhance your vision? I don't even know. How does that work? Just glass? No, but isn't glasses also glass? Also welcome that one, Nekosune. Yeah, non-prescription glasses. That's what I thought. Whoops. I just minimized OBS. Whoops. Okay, that's what you mean. Yeah, there was no. Yeah, that's what that means. Sometimes they're plastic. It's like cosmetic, right? Cosmetic glasses, maybe even. That's also a term that people use sometimes, I think. Life is a bazooka. Anti-prescription. Okay, 6 is here. We do talk about glasses quite a bit on this stream, huh? I feel like every once in a while I'm just like, I talk about my glasses, how I'm nearsighted, how I haven't worn glasses in a while because I don't go outside. Second row from top could have the 5. Oh, whoops. No, but like this. I mean, could have a 5 to the left. Oh, right, because this. Yeah, you're right. And that could be there. You're right. You're so right. The 4's gotta be here. Built like Kemono Friends with the character on the screen while I bust away at the puzzle. No, have you seen Kemono Friends? They don't even have a character on the screen when you're solving a puzzle. That's what the messed up part is. They only have a character on like the title screen and like the menus, but when you're actually solving a puzzle, you're like by yourself. They really could have done better there. You know, like why go through all the effort of making this cool character, and then they don't even show up when you're like actually playing the game, right? They're only there in the menus. They're providing no assistance at all. It's messed up. What kind of friend would just leave you alone the whole time? While you're there, they could be providing emotional support, they could be helping you. But no, they're just there when you win and when you're about to start a new puzzle. They don't even follow you on the way there, you know? Your journey, they don't even care. They only care about the start and end. But you know, some friendships are like that. Sometimes that's how it is in this world. Sometimes that's okay, you know? Sometimes not your friends don't always have to be there. It's up to you to determine what kind of friendship you would like to have. And maybe all of those friends and Kimono friends, they work that way. Society. I have a mapping from Latin letters to Cyrillic that I sometimes accidentally triggered. That is indeed some letters. Also, welcome, Cole. If I was a kimono, I would always be there. Would you, though? Even if they're doing Picross? You don't think that once they leave the menu, you'll just disappear? Just like all the other kimono friends? Can't believe they do that. I thought even Serval. I thought Serval was better than this. She doesn't even serve all. She only serves some. I guess not all friends are servants. You know what? That's a bad comparison. She doesn't serve. She's not even serving. What is she even? Who is she even serving? Serve all? What if I serve some? Huh? What if I serve those? It seems like a good way to serve to learn the alphabet. Yes, so true, so true. 6 goes there. Could not even be here. Literally can't even be there. You got this one, it goes up there. Kimono Friends Season 3 Object Permanence. Yeah, you guys ever have object permanence? It's kind of cool, you know? The fact that things can exist even when you're not looking at them. Yeah, a lot of animals don't understand this. A lot of, you know, some children, they don't understand this. If you do peekaboo with a child, if they close their eyes, they're like, oh no, where'd you go? But you're just like, ooh, your eyes are just closed, you don't even understand. Like a baby, if you isn't it like ostriches, they hide their head in the sand? Because they think that if they don't see the predator doesn't see them. So that's that big brain logic right there. What if things work like that? Saplings do not have object permanence. Isn't that Fauna's fanbase? Isn't her fanbase called Saplings? You're saying they don't have object permanence? You're saying that once Fauna ends her stream, her fans don't even know that she's real, that she exists? I can't believe you called them out like that. One whole yeah, permanent. I wonder if ostriches do that because they look like a brush. The ostriches? How do they know? Oh, that's a meme? Okay, I didn't know. Turns out I don't know her fanbase. I don't know the Fauna memes. Also, I don't know if did I welcome you, Props Not Jack? I feel like I did. No, did I? I don't know. Whatever. No, I did. Yeah, you resubscribed. Yes, you did. I did feed you. Okay. I gotta make sure, okay? There's some days when I don't greet. And then you bring it up. Like, oh, I went 2 days without being greeted. Am I gonna start watching Fauna? Probably not. And by probably, I mean, no, I'm not. I don't even really watch that many corporate VTubers anymore. You know, occasionally I'll tune into like an Ame stream or a Pomu stream, but other than that, not really. And just watch indie VTubers now. I'm out here with the indie VTuber life. Also welcome, nice account. Chatter welcome. How many times can I chat without getting greeted? Wasn't the record like 3? Will I tune into the Neuro model reveal? I'm not even following Neuro. But I'll probably watch clips if they get recommended to me on YouTube. Because they do tend to be recommended pretty often to me. But I've mentioned that I get more often, I get recommended clips of, not even Neuro, but of her creators. A lot of clips of like Annie and Vedal, or Vedal, however you pronounce his name. I watch those. I find those more interesting. But not interesting enough to actually follow. Just interesting that if I see clips, I'll watch them. Let's see, they occasionally stick their heads in the nest to rotate the eggs. Oh! Why would they rotate eggs? Who's out here rotating eggs? Does it cook them more evenly? What are they doing with them? Indy, I moved on to out D's. Out D's, got them. Got them. He said it. Out D's. Okay, which one did I solve? Was it this one? I solved this one. No, that was this one. This one. It was this one. Wow, Halloween. What the heck? You don't normally see candy canes on Halloween. That was an interesting decision of them. Candy canes, those are normally associated with, like, Christmas. Here we are in Halloween with a candy cane. Weird. You always got the pumpkins. So pumpkins, you expect those. Pumpkins are there. Got the bats. The spooky castle. You got the moon. You got the mummy wrappings. I don't know, what is Len supposed to be? I don't even know. But she's a witch. She's like a vampire, presumably. The heck is Len? What is he doing? He's just a guy? Isn't that what's real scary? that's real scary about society. Humans, just regular people. That's scarier than anything. Let's see, I will send Neuro to your recommended until I follow. You can't, you're not in control of the algorithm. SEO feeding articles? Wait, what? They say this myth was created in ancient Rome? What are you talking about? What is he saying? What is he cooking? Her witch hat should be bigger. True. They should be huge. There should be so much— wait a second, hold on. Something here is wrong. How is this not— wait a second. Oh no, I thought this was a 2. Never mind. Okay, well this is just math, right? This one's just math. Oh, the ostriches. Yeah, that happens. People just don't pay attention. They just believe whatever they hear online. Not me though. I would never just blindly believe random facts on the internet. Unless they were told on my stream. Now, you telling me that they're rotating the eggs, I believe that. Only because, you know, I have no reason to doubt it. Why would Zoe ever lie? He would never lie. Not to me. Cuteness scales linearly with witch hat size? What about logarithmically? Why only linearly? That goes there. The top articles feel like they're created to generate ad revenue. Yeah, that's why a lot of people say Google search results have gotten a lot worse over the years. Cause like, I feel like every time I look up something that's like, you know, I'm comparing two things, right? And I Google, you know, Technology 1 versus Technology 2. I always get like some like, you know, I want to see something written by a human. But it's always these like comparison sites that have just a bunch of random, like, okay, bullet points, compare it. Yeah, alternative to, I hate that website. That's never what I want. I want like someone like actually writing about it, describing what the differences are. And then sometimes I'll add the word Reddit. You guys know, classic trick, just search for Reddit at the end of it. Then you get real people talking. But then like, I'm sure at some point, people will start posting like chat GPT stuff to Reddit. I mean, they're probably already doing it. It's like you have a question, it's like X versus Y. Someone working at the company might just like generate a chat GPT response. Yeah, it is a star. And they'll just post it. So the people that search for Reddit specific posts, they'll just see all this stuff. It's bound to happen. It's definitely going to happen someday. Could be happening right now. Right, that's a 1. That's a 1 right there. 2, 3. 3's gotta be there. 2 right there. You got the 1, you got a 1. And the 1 over there. So 2, that's a 2. Oh, this is like, starfish? No, it's just a star. It's just a regular star. Also, check this out. Check this out, guys. Right there. Well, I accidentally skipped the prompt to look at the image, so I guess we'll look at it next time. Do this one. Go on here. Okay, we got a lot of big numbers here. Got these numbers. You got this is a 10 right here. Also, welcome, Nutritious. Welcome to Hatsune Miku. Featuring a character who is not even Hatsune Miku. She's literally not even Miku. She's Rin. Okay, so this can't be there. This could not even be there. This one's gotta be there. And not Miku. No, the title of the stream was not Miku. I even put it in the title. If you came into the stream expecting Hatsune Miku, well, the song is being sung by Hatsune Miku, so it's not false advertisement. If you came in here expecting not Hatsune Miku, though, then you're wrong, because she is here. I guess I did clickbait, because the song is sung by Miku, and yet I said not Miku. I could be sued for false advertising. No one would ever do that. No one would ever sue a streamer for false advertising. It has never happened. It will never happen. Ever. As far as I'm aware. Okay, you got these. Much like the OP of a thread or the actual article of a news report, I don't read stream titles. It's like, you guys ever use Hacker News? I feel like I always just read the title and I don't read the actual article. I just read the title, I scroll down to the replies. So people do that. I do that. And then if the comments are interesting, then I'll read the article. Sometimes people will be like, did they consider this thing? And then the next reply is like, yeah, they literally talked about that in the first sentence of the article. And you'll be sorry, I didn't actually read it, I just left a comment based on the title. The Twitch mobile app doesn't show you the full title? Oh yeah, does it? It cuts it off at like the ... right? Sometimes. I block Hacker News on my phone for my sanity? Probably a good idea. I know typically, you know, you don't want to read comments ever online, but sometimes I gotta know. I gotta know what the people have to say about this. I could read the article, but instead I will not. I'm sure someone like, you know how like people ask ChatGPT to summarize an article? What if instead of doing that, what if you fed Hacker News, sorry, if you fed ChatGPT all the comments and then asked ChatGPT to like describe what it thinks the article is about? I feel like that could be interesting, maybe. You could do that. Do the same on lobsters. I have heard of that website, but I've never actually used it. How can I have a hot take if I actually take the time to carefully read and comprehend the article? There's many ways. There's many ways to do that. You could form a coherent thought about the article. Life is a Bazoo again. Comments are great when you are there to get a vibe check on the article. I guess that's also true, right? Remember like when YouTube would have downvotes? You would just check the downvotes to see if the video is worth watching. It'll be like that. If you go to the article comments, and all the comments are like, this is bad, this article sucks, then I guess you probably are less inclined to read it. And say maybe it's not worth your time, you know? HN commenters are too obnoxious, but I can't resist reading, so I block it. Also true. They do say things. They're out there saying things. Every time it's always like, there's an article about something, but then the comment is always about like, not the content of the article, but just like some random thing. There's like, oh yeah, off topic, but like the scroll bar is kind of weird. What's up with that? And they have like 50 comments that are like, yeah, I hate when sites do this. I mean, I also hate when sites do this, but like, I don't want to read about it. Like, we all know. I hate when websites like, they override the default scrolling behavior. But every time a site does that, and you have an article about it, or some web page that overrides it, then they'll just, all the comments will be about that. See, sometimes you want to find out why it's controversial. I remember seeing a video on how Ocarina of Time is incredibly unoptimized and slow. Comments on YouTube disabled. And I saw the same thing on Lobsters and was excited to read the dirty laundry. I guess that makes sense. I guess that's true. It could be true. Perhaps. 10. Got the 10. What is this? Papilli? Is that a dog? Papilli? Is that a name of a dog? Is that a well-known dog? Is that a breed of dog? What the heck is a Papillion? Alright, let's see. I think I solved... Wait, did I solve this one? Papillion is a city in the county seat... Okay, but like, what is that dog? Oh, it's this one, this one. That's a dog. These are all dogs. That's a Dalmatian. You guys know Dalmatians? Those are dogs. What is that? What kind of dog is that? What, is that a dog? Is that a small dog? Is that a rabbit? No, that is a small dog. Also a small dog. Those are all dogs. Choco J dog. Choco Jax isn't even here today. She's off camping, out there touching grass. The heck? Streamer that goes outside. None of the links on the first Google page are about dogs, but images are dogs. Wait, what? I'm gonna look it up. Papillion? Papillion. Images. Yeah, they're all it is a type of dog. There's a Wikipedia article. Papillion dog. This one. Also called the Continental Toy Spaniel, is a breed of dog of the Spaniel type. Yeah, Spaniel. Like Spanish Daniel. Oh, Papillon. Oh, I read it wrong. Papillion? Papillon? The lawn? Why would they do this to the lawn? Sometimes people mow the lawn. Why would they pap a lawn? Doesn't even make sense. Telling me this lawn was papped. 11. This one's gotta go down. This one. Camp in, but will I camp out? So true. So true. Camp in, camp out. And there it is. Society. That's what people want you to think. Camping. could be for you. You could consider camping. Could consider going to the great outdoors. They always call it the great outdoors, but like, what if it's not great? You know, sometimes they over-exaggerate things. You go outside, you think, man, everyone says it's great. But there's like bears outside. Sometimes. There's bugs. Everything. There's so many different things out there. Not all of them can be good. Surely many of them are bad. Does anyone ever talk about the bad outdoors? The bat outdoors, even? Maybe? 5's gotta be there. Got the 6 over there. This is a 3, so it can't go this way. The 10 gotta be up here. Got the 7 over there. The 12, there are bats. 7 over there. So it's gotta go this way. So 2 and an 8. The 2's gotta be there. The 8 literally has to go this way. Got the 2, you got the 9. That's a 7, not even there. 3 could only be in one of these. The 8 goes this way. So it can't be there. So the 5's gotta be here. Got the 7, you got the 3. Then, you got the 2, 5. The 2, 5 right there, you got this 5 right there, that's it. The 3, you got the 5, you got the 11. Gotta go down this way, you got this one and that one. Bat Country. What even is Bat Country? Wasn't there that, like, that one meme a while ago? It's like, we're in Bat Country now. Oh, that was actually a mistake. That was actually not intentional. That was okay. Wait, what? Oh, wait, that was also unintentional? I meant to mark that off as an X. Oh well. Oh well. Is that a Batman? Is that a Batman reference? Because, you know, I don't know superheroes, I don't know movies or comics. A line from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Is that a movie? You guys know movies? Yeah, 2's gotta be there. These, what is that? What is this? Rice dumpling? The heck? Okay, where is it? Where is that rice dumpling? I like the colors in this one. I mean, where's the rice dumpling? Also, thank you, Escapade, for the 17 months. I don't see a rice dumpling. Oh, this! Oh, Dango! It's a Dango. Okay, okay. It's nice. Yeah, man, they got the rabbit earrings. Good drawing. Great drawing. It's a book and a movie. Do they have a water bottle? Speaking of water bottle, so it's about that time, huh? It's about time to hydrate. I'm gonna do that right now. It's 1 minute early, actually. I'm gonna do it. All right, let's do some of these puzzles. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. This one. How many points to turn the water bottle into a Hennessy? Is that an alcoholic beverage? I would never do that. I would never drink an alcoholic beverage. Not even a virtual one. 12 right there. There's a 13. Wow, this is a pretty cool puzzle, guys. It goes, the numbers, they keep going. They literally just keep going. These, you got that one. 14 has to go. Right there. Math rows, there's probably a lot of these. It's probably a large quantity. This over there, you got these going this way. 15, gotta be there. Another 15 has to go down. And you say never trust anybody who doesn't drink alcohol, but I think you get a pass. What do you mean? I've never heard anyone say that. Besides you. You're the only one I've heard say that. Okay, 14 gotta be here. And that is a 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. This could not be here though. Is this a math row? 1, 1, 16. Yo, 1, 1, 16. Easy. So easy, guys. These puzzles, it's like this puzzle was made for babies. What the? Is it the same song 2 times in a row? What happened to their shuffle algorithm? It's not even optimal. It's not even good. 13 right here. The 9, you got the 8. 3, 2, 8. 3, 2. The 8 over there. Doesn't even do anything. It's gotta be the 7 though. 10, not that 12, the 5 could not be there. Couldn't even be me. Is there anything else of interest in recent memory since yesterday? Since I asked this question yesterday? Besides Switch Turbo? Nothing. Literally nothing happened. Wait, why did I... Oh no, this is fine. That's fine. I thought I messed up. That's there. These could not even be there. This not even there. These could not possibly even be there. This one as well. Have that one. Then, at the 9, 1, 2. That's gotta be this. Wait, is that a 9? That is not a 9. But you know for sure, these could not even go there. And then this one, the 12. Gotta know, it's right there. It's right there. Right, literally right there. You gotta have a 1 there. The 5, you got the 1. That's a 17. What is this? This is a 17. Oh, that's just math. This is here. Anyway, like of the job applications that I've been looking at, there are some that actually seem pretty good. But then like a lot of the work that's done is actually on open source software. And I'm a bit apprehensive about that kind of stuff. Cause like, you know, you'll have to be paying attention to people from outside the company. Someone could just open an issue on your GitHub repo. You suddenly have to like, you know, you're designing things for 1 billion people to use. I don't know if I can deal with that. Some people have demands. You guys ever see sometimes GitHub comments? They can go wild. People have opinions. They're like, why didn't you implement it this way? I would love to see this feature prioritized. And then like if a lot of a company's stuff is in open source software, you think like how sustainable is their business model? If a user can just like take the open source software Just use it without paying for the paid version, then what's up with that? See, your voice is oddly relaxing, thank you. Some people do say that. That is a thing that people say sometimes. Occasionally. I don't know. I think it's normal. It is a normal voice. It's one of the voices of all time. Alright, what else can it do? 113. If you had a 1-1, 13 goes here. I don't even have a comfy emote. Okay, that's the... This 15. This 15 could only go down to here. This one's gotta be a 4. This thing, I think the 2's gotta be here. So the 14 has to go up. And then you don't have this. And then what? And then what? 2, 12. Has to be here. So now that's solved. This one's gotta be a 9. Let's put the 3 down here. Right there, right here. You got this one, you got that one. That 9, the 13's up there. So now we know this can't be here. Literally not even possible for it to be there. Has to be here. And this one has to be a 1. As you know, it's already number in time. We're only an hour and 6 minutes into the stream. The content has devolved into only numbers. Only numbers all the time, every day, constantly, forever, out here, saying numbers and words. You know, we haven't even had a 1-1 yet. Not a legitimate 1-1. We've had me saying 1-1 here, but not from a puzzle. Is this 11? This is indeed 11. And the 4 goes here. This one's gotta be... You had a 1-1 in the math rows? Okay, maybe I wasn't paying attention. Maybe I just didn't consider. Imagine considering things. And this one's gotta be there. Gotta be literally there. And then this is a 4, so it has to go across. Or it has to go up. It has to go to the side, I mean. The 2 over here. This is a 3. That right there. We have this one. And this is a 5. That's a 5 right there. But one, that's a 1-1. If I've ever seen a 1-1, here it is. There's a 1-1. This one is a 2. It's a 1 and a 3. That is also math. This feels like a crossword where you would buy little magazines with thousands of them. Yeah, I think we've talked about whether there are Picross books. Whether there are books with Picrosses in them. Also, welcome 9S_1. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. I recognize your name. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. So 1 here, you got the 1s right there. And there's this one, and then you got that one. Yeah, well, let's go. A bag? Santa hat. It's Christmas time. See, I've never actually seen Picross out of games. What do you mean by out of games? Oh, you mean like not in a video game? That is also true. I've never seen it like as a physical version. I already forgot where what puzzle am I up to? This one? Christmas. Christmas. Ah, there it is. Yo, why would he put the cats in the bag? You know, people say the cats are out of the bag. When did that become a thing? When were the cats ever in the bag? And why is he telling us to be quiet? What's he doing? Is he gonna put these cats in the bag? Is he gonna deliver the cats? Also, welcome Robomoo. He's stealing them. Let's skip. Let's see what the last, what the hardest puzzles are. We're going all over the place. Actually, we don't know. It doesn't seem like these things are ordered by difficulty. This one might not actually be hard, like, at all. It could actually be easy. Can't even say words. Could actually be easy. I feel like the UI in this game is pretty polished, but like there are some things that could be improved upon. Puzzle difficulty seems low in general. I think also the fact that you can't... They don't have a mode where it doesn't tell you that you did something wrong. So like if you put something in the wrong place, then there's no way for you to mess up, you know? Part of the difficulty of Picross is when you don't know you've messed up. And then suddenly you end up with cascading errors, but you know, now you can't even have that. They don't even give you the chance to fail. And that is messed up. Picross is like Sudoku. Picross like Sudoku is nonsense to me. Now, if you tuned in last week, at the end of last week's Miku Picross stream, I did a thorough explanation of some strategies in this game. We had Mooney and Newtonia. They didn't know what's going on. And I explained, and suddenly they sort of understood it. They were like, whoa, I finally get it now. Yeah, I think that's cool. I think it's cool when you explain things to people and they understand. And they know what's going on. Although I feel like when I was explaining it, I think one thing that might have been confusing is like when I said, okay, what if the 11 started here? And then what if the 11 started here? But really what I should have said was, what if the 11 ended here? You know, because they were like, okay, we don't know if the order matters. And they were both confused. So now, you know, next time if I do a lesson, I'll be like, you know, instead of saying what if the 11 started here, I'll say what if the 11 ended here? Then I would have to start here, you know? Let's see, I don't think I followed you back then. Okay, I could do another explanation after this puzzle. I'll go do like an easier puzzle. And then you will understand. Then you will understand all the strategies. You will be an expert in this game. Yes, as you know, this game, one of the staples of this channel. One of the things we can always rely on. Picross will be here. Much like VR Fishing, it is now a part of my channel forever. Welcome, Admiral Kobayashi, welcome. Okay, so that's a 13. 13, you have 6 going this way, so it can't be here. It could not even be there. 6 going up, the 4's gotta be there. End of day relax time. Is this end of day for you? What time zone are you in? Because I know I have a lot of viewers that are European, and to them that is like actually the end of the day. For people in the US, it could be the end of your workday. It could be after your workday. The options are endless. Time is truly endless. Okay, this goes here. This one goes there. 7:14 p.m. Wait a second. 7:14? Oh, you're in Brazil. Okay, okay. I'm trying to think of like locations that are farther east than the east coast of the US. And I mostly think of like Canada. I know there's a time zone in Canada that's also like one to the east of here. I only know this because Chia lives like in that part of Canada, and then when she says like it's 7 p.m. when it's 6 p.m. here, I'm like, what the heck? The Wolfie streams are how I end my workday. Watching these at work. Are you getting work done? Okay, you guys seeing this controller drift? It keeps going down. This is on a pro controller. Makes sense. Most English speakers are US. Possibly also true. Isn't it weird that when we think of English, we think of the US instead of thinking of the UK? You know, instead of thinking of England, you know, where English was invented. We're all just like, oh yeah, English? America. Isn't it Anglia? India that has the most English speakers. Is it? Maybe. I would not be surprised. Anglia. The whole size and population. Yeah, the whole culture, the cultural significance. It's like how a lot of people, when they think about like a US accent, they think of like movies, right? Because most of their exposure to English is via American media. Let's see, it looks like India second place. What's first place? Is it the US? What about Canada? What about England? Is England even in the top 5? It better be in the top 5. It would make the most sense if that was in the top 5. Okay, this is a 1. This is not even here. You got the 13 going this way. Got these, you got that one. UK's number 6? What the heck? Imagine inventing English and not even being in the top 5. Not even being in the top 5 countries that speak English. They should invent more people. They invented many people. Oh, I did not expect those countries, honestly. Not even Canada? Canada's not even on there? I guess Canada has a lot of, like, French. I didn't know that. What the heck? Is that by, like, percentage of population or by, like, total? It's probably percentage, right? Total. Canada doesn't have that many people. But it's so big. Canada is huge. You're telling me all of this is empty space? No. Canada, empty space. Okay, 8 has to go up. 8, right there, right here. There are more people in California than there are in Canada. What? That surprises me. That is surprising information. I never considered. Those countries have English as an accepted national language. Since they have a lot of ethnic groups with different ones. Isn't English like not even the official language of the US? I remember hearing that. Like people were like, oh yeah, America? Obviously it's English, but it's not. I don't think we even have an official language. Even though like technically like it kind of is English. Yeah, it doesn't have one. But like everything is in English, so basically like it is basically English. But unofficially. Unofficially, but also like there's no doubt that it's English. 9 goes here. 8 goes up here. That's a 3. This is a 3. Got a 3 right there. There's a 4. Got a 13. Is that already that? Okay, this can't be here. 9 has to be up here. Then you have these. Learn Latin. Isn't there, you can learn Esperanto? Anyone ever try learning Esperanto? What's that like? 9 is here. We have no official language, but if you don't speak English, sorry, if you don't speak it, you're gonna have problems. Yeah. They all expect you to know English. Okay, this one goes here. Whoa, okay. This one, what the? Oh, that was already a 6. Whoops. Whoops. I don't actually know much about Esperanto. I just know it's a made-up language. I mean, I guess all languages are made up. But it was made up unrelated to like any existing cultures, I guess. Okay, let's see. Got the 3, got the 1. This one. What else we got? What else can we do? We got the 8 over here. Got that one. I don't think we've ever had to use contradiction strats yet on like any of these puzzles. Could this be the first puzzle where we actually need to? Welcome, Yurga. What language is that? Is that Rust? That doesn't work. What the heck is this? This isn't a thing in Rust. This isn't how you do string interpolation. I guess it is. You would have a $sign in front. Never mind. I guess if you want to say $sign streamer name. You want to, what is Wolfie? Is there a variable defined as Wolfie? I don't even know. I don't even know. Also, you can't declare variables outside of main like that. It would have to be a const or a static. You're telling me you have something outside of main? Criticizing your code, okay? You can cross out the middle and the 14600. Okay, 146. 1. Alright, this can't be here. Does that help? Oh, this can't be here. This can't be there. This could not even be there. You can do it in C#. Yeah, but this isn't C#. It's a different language. It's got its own unique functionality. You got the 3. What else can you do here? This one. You got that one. Got 4. Okay, is it time to start doing contradiction strats? Is there something obvious that I'm missing? Any backseating going on? Is there a C flat? I would not be surprised if there was. Oh, hold on, this one, 13. Right there. So it can't be here. No, it could be there. Could be there. Is this 13? Is that a 13? That is indeed a 13. So now that's a 4. And this one has to go this way. Then cross this one off. Then you have this. Then you got these. Alright. It's a 3. It's a 4. This is a 3. It's a 2. It's a 4 right there. Is it worth learning Rust? I think it is. It depends on what you think. But I personally, it's my favorite programming language. It's great. It's very enjoyable. 18, gotta go here. It can't be the spot I said it couldn't be. It can't be the spot that I said it couldn't be. What? Which one? How do you do string interpolation? You can remove the $sign. Or you can that used to be, this was added in a version of Rust that was I think in the past year or two. Before that, you had to do print line. You have to like do open and close squiggly, and then you need to put a comma and a separate argument. The spot my cursor's on. Oh, it can't be here. All right, because this is a 4. Right. Imagine programming. Okay, 8's gotta be here. Got a 2 right there. This one, that's an 8, right? This is a 3. You got the 3 right there. You have a 3. This is a 3. Yes, squiggly. Curly brace. I call it squiggly. Squiggly bracket. Squiggly. Squidward. Okay, so this 4's gotta be here. Which tells you that this 2's gotta be here. The 4, literally right there. This one as well is a 4. You got a 2 over here. Okay, so these can't be here. These could not be here. Curly brace. Welcome, Orfish. Yeah, from Cave Story. Okay, what else? What else can we do? The 4 gotta be here. That doesn't tell you anything. Okay, but the 2. This 2 gotta be there. This can't be there. Then what? Then what? 314, 413, 25. This can't be. No, it could be there. Music reminds me of Project Guns. I don't even know what that is. Okay, this is a 2. Oh, look at that. Is this a globe? Is this some kind of globe? 146. This one is here. 2. That's a 2 right there. Weird 2000s online shooter. You guys remember Guns the Duel? 7. Okay, that's a 2. That's a 4. That is there. What is this? Is that Sonic? Tabi Casa? What is that? The heck is this? Wait, that's not it. Oh, this one. I don't know what that is. Anyway, what we've learned from this is that actually the difficulty is not scaled in any way. It's just random. We're on the last page. That wasn't even that hard of a puzzle. Let's do this one. We still have yet to use contradiction strats. Oh wait, I said I was gonna go do a tutorial. Okay, I'm gonna explain in excruciating detail how to solve these. Okay, check it out. Here is my Picross tutorial for you. The numbers. Okay. What these mean. If you look at this 323, this means you have 3 filled in. Like, let's say it could possibly be this, right? And with 3, 2, okay, actually, no, okay. It literally has to be this. But okay, imagine if it wasn't this. Let's look at another one. 1, 2, right? This 1, 2 tells you you have 1 space, followed by any number of spaces, and 2 filled in. Right? It could be this, it could be this, it could be this, it could be this, you don't know. But what you do know, you start off, you look at the big numbers. Okay, you got a 10. There's only one possibility here. 10 has to go this way. Now that we have this filled in, we start comparing. Okay, you see a 6 here, right? You can say, okay, if the 6 was here, you can go down this way. This might be, you know what, this might be kind of confusing. Let's look at the 8 first. Right, here's one way to look at it. You say, what if the 8 starts from this way? You want to compute the overlaps. So the 8, if it started from here, it would end over here, right? Otherwise, what if the 8 started, if the 8 ended here, right? It would have to start over here. Then no matter what, if you noticed, from here to here, and from here to here, there were some overlaps. overlapped these spaces. Because no matter where the 8 is, right, it could be here. The 8 could be like this, right? Or it could be like this. But it has to be in these 6 spaces. And then you basically just keep applying that logic. And do the same with like this 8 over here. Also welcome Chaos Ryan. You could say if the 8 started here, go down to here. But since we already filled in these, you know, it has to be here. You say, okay, it goes here. You could do this. Look at this 8. Do the same thing here. Literally same as this one. Right, it's over here. And then you just continue, right? This 6, right? Look at this. Actually, look at this 8. We got the same thing. Do the same thing here. Connect that one. Then this one. All right, let's look at that 6, right? If the 6 was here, if it started here, it would go up to here. If the 6 ended here, it would have to start here. But these 2 spaces gotta be there. Literally have to be there. And then look at this 5, 4. If the 5 started... Actually, 5, 4, that's just math, okay? There are 10 things in this column. And then if you have a 5, a space, and a 4, there's only one possibility, which is that... And then you look at this one, right? There's a 4, there's some number of spaces, and a 4. And if you look at this side, the 4 could only fit here, right? It could only... Given that we know this one has to be a 4. And cross that off. And then, do the same thing on this side. This 4, it could start here, it could go this way. It could start this way and go this way, but it has to be here. Literally has to, that is the only option. Then you look at the 6, given that we have this one here and this one here. It has to connect, so it's gotta be there. And if the 6 started from here, could not go down here. Could not even, right? Because that would make it a 7 or an 8. And cross that off. And then now that we've crossed this off, if we look at this 6, you know it can't be here because, you know, it would get crossed off. This would be a 1. So you can eliminate this as well. You can eliminate this one as well for a similar reason, right? You look at this 2. The 2 can't be down here. Literally not even possible. And then you just keep doing it. You just keep using logic. You look at this 6. Gotta be literally same as this one. Right? Goes here. Could not be there. And then you do the same. This is actually symmetrical. The 2 here and the 2 there. Same thing there. Could not be there. And now you can only fit 6 things in here. So you go this way. And then this thing being a 1 and a 2. If you look at this one, you know this one has to be part of the 2, right? Because you think, okay, what if this was a 1? If this was a 1, you can't have a 2 here, because we already crossed this off. So you know this has to be a 2. So if this was a 2, it could only go up to this way, right? It could be filled in here. No matter what, it can't be here. We cross that off. Now that we cross this off, you know the 8 has to go up. You go this way. Also welcome Kets. And then you do this, right? This 6 right here, gotta be there. Now that we know it's there, you can say, okay, if the 6 went this way, it would have to be there. It has to be right there. It can't be here. And then given that, we got the 6. It goes right over here. Right, now we solved that. And we got this 2. This 2 could not be there. Could not even be here because that is 1 space. This 2 is here. Gotta be there. And you look at this 2. Has to be here. Why is that? Because you have this 1. The 2 could be here and could go this way. It's gotta be there. Right? And then the only thing remaining, you got that 2, 3, right? Has to be right there. Then the rest of it is just thinking, right? You got this 2, we have the same logic, it goes up, can't be there. As well, the 2 could not be here, because there's only 1 space. Then, you got the 1, 2, you got the 3, 2, 3, this 3 has to be down here. We have a 2 over here, That 2 is this 2. Then you got this 3. Then, now that you have a 1-2, okay, this is an advanced strat. It is a regular strat, but I'm gonna call it advanced. You see here we have a 1-2. You know for sure it can't be here, because if it was here, that would make it a 3, right? And there's no 3 here. So now we cross that off. We know this has to be a 1, so that's not there. This is a 2, right? Now we got this thing, that's a 3 going down. You can cross this off. We got a 2, right? You got the 2 right there. Now this is a 3, that's the 3 down there. Right, and then the rest of it is just pretty straightforward. You got the 8. It could only be there. It won't be here. And this 2, it's right there. With this 2, that's 2. And last remaining ones, this one is a 4 right there. And this one. You're telling me the pick is crossed. Anyway, that is my explanation. That's a gear. You guys ever seen a gear? Gears of War, perhaps? Where's the gear? Was it this one? No. Which one did I just saw? Was it this one? Oh, it's this one. That Steampunk Hatsune Miku? Right there. Alright, now that you know all the strategies, we'll go fast. Okay, let's see. Do I have other songs to unlock? Do I have every song? I don't. Now I have every song. We have all the songs in this game. Yeah, now you can solve every puzzle. Except the ones that require, contradiction strats. I don't even know if this game has contradiction strat puzzles. We can find out. We can find out. Let's do this one. The Gears of War grind slow but exceedingly fine. Is that a reference to Gears of War? You got the 5 here, you got the 13. 13 would have to go right there, right? This 13, if the 13 was here, it'd have to go there. Right. Okay, in the previous explanation, I didn't explain edge strats. I didn't explain a lot of things. Have I played the new Link and Leggy of Zelda? No. And I have no intention of doing so. It has big numbers, it does. It does have big numbers. 3 over here, you got the 4. Another 4, you got a 5 right there. This one. Never, yeah, possibly never. Or not anytime soon. This one, you got the 2, you got 3, there's a 4, there's a 5, there's a 6. There's an 8. There's a 12, this one's gotta be the 11. 11 has to go down at least to here. Then you got a 4 going this way. This thing down here has to be a 7, so it goes over here. It goes right there. The 6 has to be there. This is a 15. Whoa, a 15 right there. Look at that. The 3, that's a 3. These, that was, but this one was an accident, but I guess that's right. Okay. I didn't mean for that to happen, but it did. It did happen. 15. Good numbers. This is a 2. So those can't be there. This thing being a 7. This thing is a 6. Can't be here. The 315. The 350. What do you mean? Ah, yes, the 15. Gotta be right here, right? This 2. Actually, the 2 has to be here. So the 15 goes down to here. And then here you have a 10. You got a 2 right there. You got a 3. This one has to be the 7. And the 4 goes this way. You got 5. You got an 8. And this is a 3. This is a 3. This is a 3. And so this is a 5. We got a 17, gotta be here. Literally has to be right there. And then the 17. Okay, this one's here. That one, you got these ones. This one has to go all the way here. The 4, that's a 3. This is a 7 right there. That's a 7. Second column is math. Okay, hold on. 1 and a 2. There's a 2 over here. That's a 1. So that is a 1. Okay, we got the 1, 3. And there's a 3 over here. This is a 1. And then 1, 1, 3, 2, 4. 1, 1. 3. Okay, that's not that. This one's gotta be a 3 though. This one's gotta be 2. 1, 1, 3. Ah, shoot. Oh, right. Okay, whoops. I messed up. We already had a 1 here. I can't believe this. Can't believe we messed up. Okay, well this is a 5. It's a 5 right here. It's a 4. This is a 5. This is a 6. Right there. That one, the 4 has to be here. Actually, you're right. This one was really easy. Got a big number, however, it was good. Quite the easy puzzle. Okay, this is a 5. It's a 6. This is a 4. Got a 3 over here. This one has to be a 1. And 2. This is a 3. Another 3. That's a 3. This is a 3. It's a 2. This is a 3. We got a 2 right there. This is a 2. Okay, 1, 2, 6, 3. That's there. This one is here. Is that a bird? What is this? I don't even know what that is. This one. Okay. I see. She's punching. What is she punching? He's punching up. That's what you do in comedy. You punch up. Classic rule of comedy. Anyway, the rest of the stream is just numbers. That's the rest of the stream. I got nothing else to talk about. The next hour is it's just that. Just numbers. Just a time to chill, listen to numbers. Numbers to chill and listen to. Lo-fi numbers. This is an 11 right there. 129. 125. 4. 7. 7's gotta be there. 11. What else? What else is there? 129. I know Wolfie's the dog. What? I'm not a dog YouTuber. Wan. Bark. Bark. You guys ever bark? You guys ever even done a bark? You could say, hey, I'm barking here. I'm out here barking. Dogs. Okay, actually this one seems more difficult than the other ones. Do we actually finally have to use contradiction strats, or is there something something obvious? 2, 1, 8. No. I redeemed Bark several days ago. Bark. Barking up here. 2, 3, 5. 2, 3. The 5 gotta be right here. Okay, and they got an 8 right here. 9 is there. There's the 8. 8 right there. It's gotta be the 7. That's a 7. This can't be here. This 7 actually has to go this way. That's a 2. This thing being a 7 tells you it can't be down here. And then I guess this thing can't be here. Because that is this 11. That 11 is right there. 8 could not be here. 8 has to go up here. Okay, and then the 6 can't be here. 5 can't be here. That's not even anything. It's not even possible. 6 is not here. It's not there. It's also not here or here, nor here, nor any of these, nor this one. Not even these. So now this 6 is there. This has to be a 7, so it's not. Okay, it could be there. We know for sure the 9 has to be right here. Now the 7 right there. That's a 5. The 9, that's an 8. And this is a 5. That's an 8. 7, not even here. Could not be there. We got this thing being a 5, so it's there. You guys see the market is back up. My investments have suddenly, they're not in the negatives anymore. The past few days it's just been down. Now it's fine. Nothing to worry about. Nvidia. Good. Their stocks pretty good. They also have I was looking at, you know, places to apply. Nvidia, they do have some Rust positions. But it's like stuff that I don't think I'm qualified for. It's like low level like GPU stuff. And I'm like, I've never done any of that. Given that they're looking for someone that knows what they're doing. I'm just like, you know what? That's not me. That's not the job for me. Never played Rust. I've never even played the video game known as Rust. I know people seem to enjoy it though. I've never even done anything related to kernel code, ever. All of my experience has been in like API, like REST APIs and backend like ETL type jobs. You're supposed to ignore half of the listed requirements and apply anyways. Yeah, but like, I don't know if I would enjoy. I guess I don't know if enjoy is the right word. Like, I would be very confused. If I somehow managed to get the job, I would be so confused. I would have so much imposter syndrome. I would be so sus, guys. You don't even know. I'd be like, you know, they'll ask me to do something very basic and I'd be like, I don't know, I've never done this before. I don't even know what this means. Oh well. But I guess if you make it past the, the job interview, then it's probably fine. 11 goes here. Has to be here. Implying you ever lose imposter syndrome when you stop being sus. And that is when you lose imposter syndrome. Are you even good enough for imposter syndrome? I don't even know. Okay, this is a 6. 5's gotta be here. This is not here. 7 gotta go this way. Has to be here. If you ever meet all the requirements, you'll never get a raise. What? But programmers love arrays. They're always putting things into arrays. They're sorting arrays, they're appending elements to arrays. Are you telling me you never get a raise? You get a raise every day. There's several raises. Not raises, arrays. Several arrays. I messed up there. Applied to NVIDIA once for a system tools architecture role. Got into 2 interviews before getting rejected. They have like a lot of people applying. Like a ton of people. Way too many people. Even getting past the initial like resume screen, I feel like is probably kind of impressive. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. They have a fair amount, not sure about that role specifically. Now you can tell, if you look on LinkedIn and people apply via LinkedIn, you can see the number of people that applied. And it's always like a lot. It's a huge number. And that's only the people that applied on LinkedIn. There's like people applying on other places. It's not super accurate. Yeah, but it's like, it gives you a sense, right? It gives you a lower bound, maybe. Bots, okay. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, yeah, you can click it and not actually apply. Because it's like, it's always via an external site. I've clicked it before to see like the link to, I usually apply on like the actual website instead of via LinkedIn or whatever. But like if you click apply, it'll just ask you, did you apply? You click yes or no. And then I guess it just increments a counter on the site. Let's see, tinfoil hat. I feel like LinkedIn is inflating the number to give people FOMO. That could also be true. I mean, it probably is inflated. Because you can just click it and not apply. It'll just increment the number anyway. Speaking of LinkedIn, I've heard something called a LinkedIn influencer. Are there ads or microtransactions on LinkedIn? How could someone monetize that? No, but I'm sure like if you have more followers, you could get like sponsored deals maybe. You know, maybe someone sponsors you to make a LinkedIn post. Maybe, I don't know. Also, welcome Denchi. Some companies just refresh those postings every month or so. Sometimes they refresh them like every week. I've been checking pretty often, and some of the places that I applied to, I just check like job postings posted in the last week or so, and they like posted another job posting that was literally the same thing, but the title was like just slightly different. It's like if it was like, you know, software engineer parentheses Rust close parentheses, they'll have one the next week that's like software engineer dash Rust. It's basically like that same thing except just formatted differently. It's not super indicative of people applying because it'd be something way too high. Yeah, but I mean, you know, it tells you that at least someone is interested, right? Whether that someone is a bot, we don't know. But someone. There are possibly non-zero applications being sent in. Maybe. Possibly. I think this is a music note. Doesn't this look like a music note? Actually, no, the top part of it is a bit weird. This is kind of weird. Do you include Picross skills on your CV? I do not. It's not relevant to any job that I would ever want. Ever. Unless they had like a professional Picross solver. Professional Picross player needed. You think there are Picross tournaments? There's gotta be, right? There has to be. Finish rightmost column. This one right there, that's a 1. 11 got to be right here. This is a 3 right there, that's a 2, these are 2s, these are all 2s, that's a 2. This is a 1 though. That's a 4. Extracurricular. They're even more curricular than regular curriculars. Actually, I feel like if you think about the word extracurricular, you never hear just like curricular, right? Or like the opposite of extra. Like, what is the opposite of extra? Like, not extra. Intracurricular? Oh, curriculum. I see, okay. You know what, I was wrong. You do hear curriculum. I was just using the wrong form of the word. Ignore what I said. Alright, this is a 2. This is an 8 right there. It's a 5, that's a 4, this is a 2, you got the 3 over here, you got a 2, 5, the 3 right there, you got the 3. What is this? Is that a bean? Is this a bean sprout? No, it's what the wait a second. I said it was a music note. I was like, this is a music note, but like the right side looks kind of weird. I guess it's like a... It's just a keychain of a music note. Ah, shoot. Yeah, it's right there, right here. It's smiling. Also, welcome Marshall. Music note with an earring. Anyway, I'm gonna hydrate. You know, I know it's 3 minutes early. But now that we solved the puzzle, you know, perfect time. Perfect hydration time. Alright. Oops. Let's continue to do level 3 puzzles. Dude, we'll do this one. This game, not even that hard. Ever think about why it's spelled hydrate and not hydrate? I've never wondered this. It's because of hydrogen. That's just how things are. That's just how the word is. What about bihydrogen? Huh? When you say bye? When you say goodbye to the hydrogen? Why is it not spelled hydrogen? Because it's hydro. And you may be like, why is it spelled hydro? Well, because of hydrogen. Obviously. Oh shoot, what the heck? My controller drift? I guess this is valid, whatever. My controller drifted. We learned information that we were not supposed to know. Oh well. That's just how it is sometimes. Sometimes these things just happen. It's veggie time. 6 goes this way. 5, we got a 6. It's a never-ending cycle. I see what a cycle, like icicle? Icicle, bicycle. The cycle. A vicious cycle. Alright, what else? What else can we do? 2, 5, 1. This one's gotta be... nothing. It doesn't have to be anything. Okay, this one though, this is a 7. This one, okay, that's an 11 right here. 11 gotta be here. Has to be there. Now this is a 6. So that's a whatever, that's a number. This one's gotta be a 3. This one's gotta be a 2. This one, you got these right there, you got this one, that's done. 4, 4, that's another 4. This is a 2, that's done. So 5, we got that 3, what is this? That's a 4. This right here, that's a 4. Are you ready? That's what she's saying. That's a 2 right there. Now this is a 6. This one's gotta be a 5. Never mind. I was mistaken. Okay, turns out this is a 5. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. No, I did mean to do that. I just did it wrong. Okay, it really fell off. This guy really fell off. Yeah, the mark of shame. Imagine getting things wrong in this game. This game is so easy. Can't believe I got this wrong. That should be... Oh wait, that was... Okay, this one was actually a mistake. I meant to cross that off. Because we know this is already a 9. Oh well. I don't think you get penalized multiple times if you have multiple things wrong. I think as soon as you get one thing wrong, that already counts as imperfect. So you know what? It doesn't even matter. I could just start messing up like repeatedly everywhere. I could just have trial and error. This one though, is that an 11? That is an 11. So 3 over here. This can't be here. The 5 gotta go up. The 3 gotta go up. That's a 4. That's a 3. You got a 9 going here, right there. The 1s, you got the 2. You got the 3. You got a 4. There's a 3 right here. That wouldn't be in the Picross spirit exactly. You know, sometimes you see a shape and you think like, oh yeah, it's gotta be this. Based on what I imagine this shape is, it would make sense for it to be this, but no, you can't do that. You gotta be like, well, you gotta consider, right? Gotta use the facts and the logic. There it is. 4, do you guys know? I feel like I mentioned this before. You guys know that Dropbox has a service where you can send a fax via... Just upload a PDF and they send a fax for you. I did this recently when I had to send my my tax forms to... Not my tax forms. Where is it? When I had to apply for the... Like I was talking a while ago about how Line, if you don't want your things to be double taxed, because they pay you from Japan, right? You have to get something from the US government that certifies that you live here. But they require you to physically mail it in. But they have an option where you can send the form via fax instead. And so I was like, I don't have a fax machine and I don't want to send this in the mail, so I'm just gonna find out services that fax stuff for you. And I was like, none of these seem reputable. I don't know if any of these can be trusted with like my data. But then Dropbox was there. I was like, what the heck? Dropbox has like a fax service? It's kind of weird because it's actually a different website. It's called like Hello Fax or something, but then if you go on the site, it's like by Dropbox. And I was like, I guess I'll use this. I could have gone to Kinko's. I would have to go outside. Do you understand that I would have to go outside to send a fax? Why would I do that when I could just send it in my own home? Online. Send all of my information to a company. I don't know their privacy policy because I didn't read it. They could do whatever they want with the data. They could like, you know... Oh, this looks like a cat. Doesn't this look like a cat? But yeah, anyway, I sent the fax. The thing about fax is that you have no way of knowing whether the other party received it, so... I'm just gonna wait. Just gonna see if they reply. If they send back in the mail the form that I need. Who even knows? But yeah, once I get that form in the mail, then I can just upload my stuff to Line, and then they can pay me stuff without needing to take 20% off. And that's great. Great times. Great story. I also messed up again. I thought this was a 4. Whoops, I've been messing up a lot here. Messed up. This guy's messed up. The 3, 4, 2. This one's gotta be a 4. It has to be this. This one's gotta be a 3. This one's gotta be a 3. A missed steak. Missing the steak. Imagine missing a steak. I do miss a steak. You guys know what steak I miss? Kobe beef. The time when I had Kobe beef. The best beef you will ever have. No steak I've ever had since then even compares. It's ruined steak for me. I miss that steak all the time. Alright, this one can't be here. Got to be here. See, I timed the ending of the song. I knew it. That is a cat. That's not a cat, that's Miku. You guys see this? They said that's a cat. This is not a cat. What the heck? It's Miku. Costco's have Kobe beef nowadays and A5 Wagyu? I don't know about that. They're telling me they're transporting it all the way from Kobe? No, I don't think so. They have it's like American Wagyu. It's not even the same. Where's the cat? There's the cat. There's multiple cats here. Look, they got a cat over. They got a cat over there. Another cat. Miku, not even a cat. Okay. That's a nice illustration though. What's up with this though? What's Kaito doing? Why is his head like clipping into the trees? He seems so out of place. What the Kaito doing? What the dong doing? Alright, let's do this one. Let's do this one, huh? The puzzles on the last page, not even hard. There's a lot of big numbers in this one. This one I feel like is probably also pretty easy. 15, you got a 14, got a 13, a 12, a 9, a 5, another 5, 4, another 4, a 3, a bunch of 3s, a 2, a 1. Kaito's head is clipping because kites get stuck in trees. Is that true? Is that real? 3, that's a 4, that's a 5. 17. Well, these can't be here. This can't be here. None of this could be here. 117, that is indeed a 17. One's gotta be here. 17 has to go. Oh, it actually is literally right there. Wow. Yeah, these are pretty easy. This game, pretty easy. The 16 over here. Right there. So 3, that's a 4 right here, that's a 5 right there, that's a 6 right there. So 7. Found a list of notable dumplings. What is the most notable dumpling? What the? Oh, I went up too far. Oh, whatever, who cares? 17 is over here. It's done. That's done. This is done. Imagine messing up on such an easy puzzle. That's kind of messed up. This is way too easy. What the heck? What? This is just like painting. We're just painting. Is this a one of those kunai from like from Naruto? I knew it. I told you. Doesn't a list like that make you want to eat them all? Not a tier list, just alphabetically sorted. What is the most notable? What is one of the notable dumplings? Painting with logic? There's not even that much logic. I mean, there was some logic. Is this some kind of Grand Blue Fantasy? Some kind of Final Fantasy 14 looking illustration? Oh, it's just type of dumpling. I see. I thought you meant like dumpling brands. The Yomari. Yomari. Yeah, Final Fantasy 14 does have a free trial. Up to level 60, including the critically acclaimed Heavensward expansion, I think. Everyone knows. Everyone knows that meme. They did a pretty good job of, like, advertising it. They get the players to advertise it themselves. It becomes a meme. You can't even be anywhere without knowing that it has a free trial. Hot Pocket is on the list. What the? It was Hot Pocket. Hot Pocket. Is Hot Pocket a dumpling? I guess. I don't know. What is the technical definition of a dumpling? Is it just like any sort of like wrapping around? Is like a burrito a dumpling? Because if a Hot Pocket is a dumpling, would a burrito not be a dumpling? Dumpling is a broad class of dishes that consist of pieces of cooked dough wrapped around a filling. Is tortilla dough? Would that count? Does that count? Is a burrito a dumpling? Burrito tortilla cooked? Isn't it? Is it not cooked? Oh, I guess like if a dumpling, okay, I see. If a dumpling, like you have to cook the surrounding thing like with the inside. I guess you don't typically cook. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Pop-Tarts and calzones are dumpling. I don't know. Do Pop-Tarts? I guess Pop-Tarts do have something inside, but it's like meat though, right? Or okay, it doesn't have to be meat. Just filling. I actually don't know. I'm not sure. Wrapping. Wrapping like Calliope Mori, the rapper. At the 818. 8 has to go down here. There has to be a 10 right here. 11 got to be over here. The chimichanga is definitely a dumpling. It's a fried burrito. I don't think I've ever had that. I don't even know what that is. Well, okay, I do know what it is. You just mentioned that it is a fried burrito. Is a dumpling a burrito? Does a burrito necessarily have to be a tortilla? Cooking? Let him cook. What the? I did this by accident. The controller drift. Accidentally. Are there raw dumpling? But I feel like, isn't that like before you cook a dumpling? Is it still a dumpling? If you're just like, you're wrapping the stuff and you're going to cook it later? Is it not a dumpling until it's cooked? Joy-Con drift? No, this is a Pro controller. Raw dumplings that you eat raw? I don't know. What even? Why is it only somewhat? Somewhat. No, that doesn't make sense. Never mind. Dump-ish. Dump-ish. On turn. Food. No one even knows how to classify food. Literally no one even knows what food is. We're still out here debating what food is. Is mayonnaise a food? Is mayonnaise an instrument? 15, gotta go down here. You got 4, you got the 1, you got 2, 5's right there. This one, actually all of these. They have to be here. They got to be right here. Let's see, 15. 15-3. Tasty but way too high in calories. Is a bagel a donut? Yeah, aren't bagels boiled? Is that a distinguishing factor? 15. 9 is there. Donuts are not as high in calories as I thought. Aren't they though? You're telling me you can eat a billion dumplings? Or a billion, I keep saying dumpling. A billion donuts? A trillion donuts? 190. Yeah, I thought they were around 200. I've always thought they were around 200. Okay, 16. Gotta be here. Then, 3. That's a 3. Got a 1. 3 is here. Need to go to Krispy Kreme. I haven't had Krispy Kreme in a while. I feel like I never actually been to a Krispy Kreme. Like the only time I've ever had it was when someone would bring it to school or to work and they would order like a big box of them. Never purchase a donut at Krispy Kreme by itself. See what else? What else can we do? 1, 3, 1, 15. The 15 gotta be here. That one is here. That one. Then you got one of these. Do Natsu. I see. I understand. 2, 3. And then what? And then what? 2, there's a 1. I think you actually have to use contradiction strats here, right? Is this the first time? No, you don't. Never mind. You don't have to. You don't have to. What is this? A spoon? That is a spoon. When you actually count calories a bit, you realize that a whole package of chips is half a day's worth of calories. What kind of chips are you eating? Do you mean like a large? You ate a whole Pringles can? What the heck? You ate the whole, including the metal? Well, I mean, okay. If you eat a whole family-sized like chip thing, then yes, that is not surprising to me. You gotta look. You gotta take a look. Okay? What did I just solve? Oh, this one. Yo, is he playing Hitman? Is Kaito Hitman? Is that a gun holster? Is that a Hitman glove? Was he injured by someone that he was trying to hit? No, he's bald. Is he bald? Ate some raw broccoli? I guess that is the thing that people eat. Sometimes people eat raw broccoli, but they dip it. They have like ranch. You guys ever have that? Raw broccoli, but with a ranch dipping? Or like some sort of dipping. Like hummus maybe? Hummus as well. Man, I haven't had hummus in a while. Hummus, pretty good. I would recommend. 7 goes there. You got the 1, 1. You got the 2. There's a 5. There's a 3. There's a 4. There's a 2. There's a 3. I dipped raw broccoli in honey? I've never heard of that. Never heard of that combination. Raw broccoli is palatable with dipping sauce, but I would rather have other veggies. Yeah. Do people eat cauliflower raw? Or is it just broccoli? No, they have to, right? There's no way that they don't. Yeah, they do. I knew it. It's good. It's crunchy, right? It's got the good crunch. Got the 2, you got the 3. The 1s, you got the 2 right there, you got a 3. There's a 4. So these are here. You got the 2. There's a 5. There's a 7. This one has to be a 3. That's done now. 3 can't be there. Yeah, you go soak those chickpeas. Topic of sauces could make a vinaigrette. I'm not really a fan of vinaigrettes. I'm not a fan of like acidity in food that much. Balsamic vinegar, not really a fan of that. See, not a fan of cauliflower. I don't get that crunch people talk about. Prefer broccoli. To me, they're like very similar. I don't know. I feel like I prefer... Well, okay, it depends how it's prepared. But if it was raw, I think I would prefer raw cauliflower. Do I remove pickles from burger? I used to as a kid. Now, I guess I'll just eat it with the pickle in it. But if I had the option to not have it with a pickle, I would just have it without the pickle. I don't know, I just don't enjoy it. There's something about it. Just a bit weird to me. The acidity contrasts well with the burger meat. Maybe, but you know, maybe I don't want that. Maybe I don't want the contrast. Mustard. Mustard is okay. I feel like the kind of the sauce that goes on a burger that I prefer is like some kind of like mayo. Right? Mayo with ketchup, pretty good as well. Maybe like some orange mayo. I don't know what it's called. You know, sometimes they have orange. It's like They have mayo that's like slightly orange tinted. I don't know what they put in it. It's pretty good. Wait, this is a 3. I like it one step further. Ask for pickled jalapenos if they have it. Do they usually have that? You know what's good on burgers? Caramelized onions. Now that's good. That's some good content. Love those caramelized onions on a burger. Yeah, so true, so true. Mayo ketchup is called secret sauce or burger sauce. You could call it burger chup. Not burger chup. Mayo chup. You guys know, what is it? What's the company that makes ketchup and mayo? Kraft? Does Kraft make ketchup? I don't know. One of those places, they have pre-packaged, yeah, maybe it's Heinz. Might be Heinz. They have pre-packaged a combination of mayo and ketchup. I called it mayo chup. And yeah, Cranch, yeah. It's Heinz, okay, it's Heinz. Kraft is just cheese? Does Kraft only make cheese? No, they gotta do other stuff, right? Calzone is the dumpling. The heck? The California zone? Okay, 6 has to be here. 13? Right there, right over here. Right here. They merged with Heinz? Okay, I see, I see. That's why I was confused. They're the same company. Yeah, typically when I think of Kraft, I think of cheese, though. Yeah, so did I welcome you, Fotato? I don't know if I did. I'm gonna check your chat messages. No, you've been here. You've been here. I don't know why I didn't greet you. Whatever. Where were the antitrust laws? Yeah, we don't even trust them. Probably a while ago. 2 is here. The 4 goes up. 7 goes over here. You got a 5. There's a 3. 2 is here. That's a 2. This gotta be a 3. Those are 1s. The 5 is here. You got the 2. 6 has to be here. 4 gotta be there. Oh, frick. I actually messed up there. That was a mistake. Didn't mean to have it go down that much. So 1. 9 is over here. 9's gotta be here. I feel like if you have a dough that rises, it's not a dumpling. I don't know. There's too much criteria that goes into categorizing food. It's not for me. That's not the job for me. You have culinary experts out there. They know. They know what they're doing. Pie dough doesn't rise. It's just full of butter pieces to make it flaky. Rising dough is probably not a dumpling. What about Metal Gear Rising? What about Raiden from Metal Gear Rising? Dim sum. Chinese snack originated from Australia? What? I don't believe that. What? You're telling me dim sum invented in Australia? There's no way. It's gotta be. Someone has to have made that up. Yeah, where's the citation, huh? Someone's just out there making up lies on Wikipedia. The 4, you got that 6 over here. There's a 2. There's a 4. 10 got to be here. Dim sum. Invention, a story of Chinese Australian history. I don't know. Someone go read that article. Go ask ChatGPT to summarize it for you. To summon it. Oh yeah, ask ChatGPT. When is ChatGPT gonna be able to summon stuff for us? So 2. This one's gotta be a 2. It's a 3. You got this one. It's a 5. This one's got to be a 4. And this one. So 1, 1, 3, 3. This one's gotta be a 3. Got this one. The 4 has to be up here. You got the 1, you got the 2, you got the 1, 1. That's right, the 1, 1. The 1, 1 for real, for real. It's a lot of text. The article discusses the history of the dim sum. Of the dim sum? I've never heard the word "the" in front of dim sum. Invented and popularized Australian dim sum. Oh, it's Australian dim sum. It's like Australian specific version of it. Yeah, okay. It's like how there's British Chinese food, right? Same thing with like American Chinese food. American Chinese food invented in America. It's like that. 4-2. Yeah, I knew it. There was no way that it would have been invented in Australia. Dim sim. Oh, dim sim. Dim sim. Wow, that's misleading. Not to be confused with dim sum. Well, we did confuse it with dim sum. We did end up confusing it, even though it told us not to. That's too similar. That name is too similar. Dim sum. We got the 113. Not the 5. That's a 7 right here. Oh, that Zoe. That Zoe 3. Classic Zoe 3 moment. 13 is over here. It's gotta be a 2. That is a 1. 2, 3, 2, 2. 2 can't be there. So 1, 1, 3, 1. 3's gotta be there. That's gotta be a 2. Welcome, Tag Barrel. Barbecued dim sim is known as a mo cray. What? That's pretty cray. That's P cray. Pretty cray, man. If I would say so myself. You guys know that anime D Gray man? What if it was, you know, some people say P cray for that's pretty crazy. What about P cray, man? That's P cray, man. Pretty crazy. Got them. Okay, 413. Oh, this 4 is right here. Then what? This can't be here. This has gotta be a 1. The 513. 4331 right there. 2 is right there. You got that 2 over here. Okay, this one. What is this? The heck is this? Sapphire? Okay, there's no way anyone would have guessed this. Is Sapphire? Art by KKC. KK Cyber? The VTuber known as KK Cyber, she drew this. It's pretty good. Alright, let's do some easier puzzles. I mean, those were already pretty easy, but we have time for some easier ones. We got like 10 minutes left. Let's do some level 2 puzzles. Let's finish this one. There's a 9 goes down here. Telling me a Cyber Angel. That's not Miku. That wasn't Miku. That's Kaito. He doesn't even know the Vocaloids. That's the wrong Vocaloid. That's the wrong number. Okay, that's a 6 right there. Look, he looked away for too long. Welcome, Newtonia. Is this the boy who is drawn like a girl Vocaloid? That's probably all of them. Don't they all get drawn in many different ways all the time? Okay, 3. Okay, this 2 could not be here. Literally not even here. Okay, 416. If this was here, this would have to go this way. That would have to be a 3. The 5 can't go here. You got the 4, you got the 217, 3, you got this one, 1, 1. 5, that's not it. That's not even it. The 6 has to be up here though. Has to be here. So this is probably, yes, this has to be the 1. So now the 4 goes this way. The 9 could not be here. The 5 can't be there. And then this one, not here. Could not be there. Now this though, this is a 6. Has to be there. And then what? And then what could you do? This one's got to be a 2. This one has to be a 2. So the 4 has to go this way. That's a 3. 9. 6 is here. 2, 3, 6. This one's got to be something. 2, 3. This is a 3. 6 has to be here. Right there. And it has to be part of the 6. Then the 4 has to be up here. So it's got to be that. This can't go this way. These can't be up there. The 9 has to go down. Right there. It's not there. Couldn't 4 be below? Below where? Here? Oh, you're right. Actually, you're right. Whoops. Oh well. We accidentally guessed and it was correct. Prazelberry. Lingon D's. Wow. Okay, this is a 3. Let's see, what else is there? What else is there? You got this one, the 2 doesn't have to be there. Doesn't even have to be there. This 3 though can't be here. There's a 3, could be down there. 5, 1, 1. Okay, 5. So 1 there, a 1 there. A 5 has to be here. So now that's a 3. Then what? Then what? Right mouse? Okay, yes. Those are some big numbers. 3, 2, 5. 3 to 5. Isn't that just work? Whoa, whoa, music? Lyrics? We've never heard this one before. Yo. He's going off. 5, 2, 3. 5 to 3. Do lyrics happen from you unlocking more stuff? Yeah, you get points. You can use the points to buy stuff. And by stuff, I just mean songs. And if you have the music set on random, it might show up randomly. Oh, this is pretty nice. Okay, the 5 is here. This is done. 3 is here. This one's gotta be 2. We have that one over there. This one, 9 has to go down. That's a 3. You have this one, you have these. 3 cannot be here. You have a 4, that's a 4, that's a 2. That 2 is done. You got this 3, that's a 3. You got a 2 over there. 6 has to be here. That is a 1. 7 over here. Then what? Then what? This is a 2. Can't be here. 5 has to go this way. Okay. That's a 3. That's a 2. 4 has to be on this side right here. Okay, stop thinking about the logistics of dumplings. Look, it's simple. You just have thing that you wrap. And you have a thing inside the wrapper. And that's it. You mean like transporting the goods? All the dumplings all on the list? I don't know. I don't even know. Just Wikipedia. The Wikipedia list of notable dumpling. Okay, that is there. This one cannot go up here. Now you have this. This one has to be a 2, right? Does it? It does. It does have to be a 2. So then the 8 has to go up. And this one can't be here. Does this have to be part of the 9? No, it doesn't have to. So we got the 3, 2, 2. 3, 2, 2. 2, 2. It could be here. It could be there. 2, 3. 2, 2. Beef Wellington is a dumpling? What? I've never had beef Wellington. I'm not even familiar with the implications of this. Okay, so this one can't be here. 3's gotta be here. 3, 1. 1 over there. That's 6. There's an 8. There's an 8 over here. 5. This could still be... Oh, hold on. The 5 got to be here. That's a 2. That's a 3. This is done. Oh, no. What? Oh, that's a 2. Sorry. Oops. I messed up. It calls Chinese gyoza dumplings. Are they not dumplings? Oh, sorry. I thought you said it calls Chinese gyoza. Okay. Gyoza. Chinese. Okay. I don't know. Are they not? Aren't they? Aren't they? I guess. Are they Japanese? I thought they were Chinese. Aren't they based on Chinese dumplings? Is there a difference? I thought they were Chinese. Yeah, gyoza is just like the Japanese pronunciation of the Chinese word for dumpling. I think. I don't know. I don't actually know. That's what I was under the impression of. That's what I thought. I think it's true. I have no reason to doubt it. Alright, we got this one. What else we got? We got that one, and we got that one. Wouldn't it be funny if this was a dumpling? Chicken. Okay, you can put chicken. There's chicken meat in dumplings sometimes. You could have chicken dumplings. Okay, I don't know at all. Where did I solve? What did I just solve? Which puzzle did I just finish? Burrito? Yeah, burrito's on there. Hold on, it's gotta be, it was the, was it this one? Which one? Oh, it's this one. Oh, this is a New Year's illustration. Anyway, that's it. That's it for today. Perfect ending. Just on time. Alright. Carb day. Wait, this isn't carb. This isn't carbohydrates. What the heck is carb? Crab day? No, carb day. I thought it was carbohydrates. European Neighbors Day. Invite over your neighbors to a nice meal. Wait, what? Invite over your neighbors. Invite your neighbors over. Invite over your neighbors to a nice meal. Oh, I see. It is carb. Okay, you mean like... I thought it meant like racing like a car. Like car... something with a car. Okay. Like racing as in like running, right? Maybe. Carbo... I don't know. I don't know. Independence Day, Blueberry Cheesecake Day. It is about cars. I don't know. Carb-B? Carb-B Day? Carb-B Day? National Cooler Day is pretty cool. Death Busters Day, Heat Awareness Day. Are you guys aware of heat? Sorry Day, Title Track Day, Dracula Day, Redhead Day. Let's do Blueberry. I like the this one. I like that one. National Blueberry Cheesecake Day. Alright, let's see who to raid. Who out here to raid? I still have the Wikipedia page open for Papillon Dog. Okay, let's see. Hamflo streaming Metroid. ChocoJax is not streaming today because she is touching grass outside. Camping. Let's see. Okay, let's raid someone. Let's raid a streamer who is streaming on twitch.tv right now. Bear Eat Salmon. Barry Salmon raided us yesterday or 2 days ago or sometime. At some point. Let's raid. We're raiding. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with Hitman. Continuing the adventures of Hitman. I might title the stream Who Hits the Hitman? Because, you know, maybe that's thematically accurate. Who even hits the Hitman? Yeah, thanks for watching. Sounds great. Unless I forget. I might forget to set the title to that. Who even does that? Did you even keep up with the lore of Hitman? It's so accurate. Spoilers, by the way. Is someone out there hitting the Hitman? Who knows? I don't even know. You gotta tune in to find out. I could have just made up something. Maybe. Possibly. Yeah, hit those. Hit man. Hitman. John Hitman. Pickman. John Pickman. Okay, the raid is about to go. I'm gonna stop talking. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your Friday or Saturday. Goodbye.